So, do you know Sam? No doubt you've seen Sam floating around on the internet. This poor stick figure has been put into all sorts of situations he shouldn't be in, with the catchphrase, "Don't be like Sam." Well, my Sam is pretty cranky because this whole internet dream thing isn't working out for him. Now, he honestly believed that he would get rich quickly, perhaps even overnight, and that he'd be able to achieve that without doing much at all. And of course, everything would just happen magically on autopilot while he's off enjoying himself. Well, I'm so sorry, Sam. If you seriously think that the answer to any of those questions is yes, well, then the simple answer for you is no, Sam. Sorry, starting an online business is not for you. I think it's time for all the Sams in the world to get serious about things if they want to set up a proper business online. You see, there are a lot of sharks in this marketplace who never tell you the truth about what is really involved in setting up online. They are expert only in using clever sales copy and hyped up messages to sell you that lifestyle dream. And all those sales letters, webinars, training and all that BS reminds me of some sort of evangelical TV program. And then they go in for the kill. They take lots of money from you, a couple of grand at a time, and steal your dreams. Unfortunately, Sam has bought into several of their schemes, and sometimes he even paid a lot of money for the latest and greatest system which promised to do everything he needs, only to find out that it only did one small part of what was actually needed. So Sam and everyone like him gets totally left in the lurch, or perhaps they even chuck in the towel when things get too hard, and he is certainly no better off financially after all these disappointments. So, as the internet meme goes, don't be like Sam. So let's realistically address Sam's concerns, shall we? Sam, you have to be willing to invest some time before things get going. All things take time to prepare, Sam. Planning, product creation, sales materials, websites, etc., all of that. And even then, once the website goes online, it then takes several months before the search engines even notice you exist. Nothing happens overnight, mate, unless you are extremely lucky. So looking at a minimum of 6 months' time. Get some patience, mate, get some patience. The second concern, you have to put in some effort to do the job properly. Did you see the list of things in the previous section, Sam? That's just part of what you need to get done. And if you are doing a full-time job elsewhere and want to set up online, you should try to invest a minimum of at least 2 hours every workday and even more on weekends to get the ball rolling. And expect to do that for several months or longer. So, sorry, some effort is required. That's work, mate. That's work. And of course, things happen automagically. No, sorry, they don't. Maybe, well, okay, some things can happen like that, but it's usually just probably the email sequences you send out to potential clients. But there's still lots and lots of hands-on stuff that a real person, that's you, has to do, like ongoing marketing and outreach. And it's all the time. Unless, of course, you can afford it like the gurus do and maybe have some staff look after it for you. And the final thing is, you don't need to invest thousands of dollars to get started. Your potential initial investment should be less than $500. True. The funny thing is, you can completely DIY for probably well under $500 in the first year. For example, a domain name's $10. That's going to cover you for a couple of years. Web hosting is, depending on what sort you get, $10 to $25 a month. And then the only other thing you really need is an autoresponder service. And those, well, you can start them for cheap or next to nothing. Which means you simply only have to give up a couple of coffees a week to do it. It isn't that expensive. Unless you want to get into video maybe, and that's a different story. But you really do not have to spend dollars to do this. But then, there are those people who want to do it for no cost at all, and who are not even prepared to fork out around $40 to get started in the first month. Seriously? I mean, you can't afford to not go out just once in that month? And then, well, they also expect to find all the advice they need online for nothing to build something that will make them money. Really? Okay, look, if you are still with me after that lesson for all the Sams in the world, then welcome to my teaching style, which will resonate well with some people and motivate them to kick some bums and get moving on down the road to achieving what they want. And if that's the case, yes, yay, terrific, marvellous, but I'll tell you right now, many others will probably hate it. They'll hate it probably because I do make them think. And maybe even because I appear to be having far too much fun at times. Or enjoy sticking it to the lazy buggers who expect to get everything handed to them on a silver platter. So look, if that's you, then you know where the door is. And if you like, go have a moan on Facebook or wherever about it if I'm not up to your standards. And as they say, bad publicity is still better than none. Funnily enough, I do know that a large number of people get immense benefit from this material. And what's that? You're offended by my comments? Well, maybe you're in the wrong place then, and we're both wasting our time. If so, I'll see you later too. And it's been really great that you did give up some of your time to hear me out. I do appreciate that. And for everyone else who is still hanging around, let's get started on the next lesson and discover how do people make money online.